measure? What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it my city, my city. My city, my city. Where do you go when your heart's with a fever? Won't you scroll, but you won't leave her? Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon dreamers. Oh, my city. She never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it
What's the story, SmackDown fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story include
Oh my gosh, that made me laugh. Bayley's challenger chosen,
Kevin Owens in big trouble.
and the Iconics defend their titles.
All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. All right. Hello, Fruity Loops. And hello, Becky's number one fan. She's laughing because the mic was on mute.
And I'm slightly,
And I'm sitting there trying to do our intro, and I look like a goofball doing it. So,
and I'm
or
slightly,
a Fruity Loop.
and I'm slightly out of breath because I just ran up the stairs because I forgot a water, and so I had to grab one.
Yeah, that too.
So
What'd you guys think of the Tonight Show overall?
I thought it was kind of rough. Nah. I thought tonight's show was kind of rough.
Yeah, I thought so too. I wasn't real impressed with it. Although I will say that they
Lukewarm. Good way to put it.
They did a good
James
job.
thought it was, well, I will say it was an awesome show because we had 3 women's matches
I was gonna
on
say
it.
they did a good job of featuring the women a little more than they have been.
They really did, which I liked. But everything else was kind of bleh.
Yeah.
Just not. Was Maven
ready
ready to catch Shane?
Yes, she was.
Totally. No, I had to get a water because I forgot a water, and then I had to run upstairs to get it, and then I kind of died. So.
Kind of died.
I kind of died. I mean, I'm like here, but like I'm like. It's fine. I'll be fine in a minute.
Yeah. After she catches her breath and
Takes a drink of sparkling water. No, but yeah, just kind of meh show. I swear you can't please people. Good job, guys. Well, it's like they're heading in the right direction. We just need to get there. Like, that's going to be the thing.
Well, the issue I have is, and I'm glad they featured the women.
Me too.
Why have the Aleister Black Cesaro match after having, the whole match on Sunday? Then you have the whole town hall meeting, which I didn't really like. It just seemed to be like
Yeah,
pointless.
just getting to when Bischoff takes over 100%. Yeah. I've still heard rumors that Bischoff isn't even in charge yet.
Yeah,
like, he's not.
I had
This
heard that rumor
show
too.
tonight wasn't his, and that, like, he doesn't have control of it yet. But Heyman has control of Raw. So, like, Raw is getting better, but SmackDown is just kind of sitting there.
And like I said, I'm glad that they featured the women more. I just wish that, some of the other things would have been done a little better.
Yeah. So we start the show with a recap of last week where Kevin Owens, Teddy Long booked the show. Recap of last week where Kevin Owens. No 2 out of 3 matches.
So I guess that's
good. There was a 6-man tag match, but I will take that over a 2 out of 3 falls match. Not gonna lie. So
yes,
that's fine.
But Randy Orton wasn't too happy about a 6-man tag match.
No, and we'll talk about that. But started with Kevin Owens and a recap of last week and when he, turned on Shane and was like, "No, you suck. You're ruining this for the people. You suck. Go away." And the recap of that. And then we get Shane and KO in the back from earlier today. Guys. And KO is told that he is not needed today and he can go take the day off, go do whatever he wants, so he gets banned from the building. And, that's what we're left with. Then we get into the town hall meeting where all the superstars are at the top of the ramp and good old Shane is in the middle of the ring. So, he's like, let's get this started. The first ever SmackDown Live town hall meeting. I'm like, well, this has got to be good. I was kind of looking forward to this. Not going to lie. I was oddly excited to watch SmackDown Live today. Because I thought there were going to be some good things in it.
Yes, definitely McMahon, Austin, and retread. But I'm here for it.
So I was oddly excited to watch SmackDown Live tonight, but I feel like I was kind of a little bit disappointed in the end result. So we get started with this town hall meeting, and Roman speaks first, and he says, Shane, I don't think you get it, but no one here respects you. Nobody here likes you, and you can't seem to get that through your head. And then he says something else, and Shane is like, yep, nope, sorry. You're going to get fined because what you said was disrespectful, and you're going to get fined, and I'll deal with you later. Next.
Yeah.
Then he says, Charlotte, why don't you speak? Why don't you tell us what you think? And so Charlotte gets on the mic and it's like, well, honestly, I have no problem with Shane. He's done great things for me. The McMahon family has done great things for me ever since the day I was born. And so I have no problem with him. I don't see what issues you guys have. And then Liv Morgan, guys, Liv Morgan, she was there on TV for the first time in, since WrestleMania. That's 4 months where she hasn't been on TV, guys.
Yep.
First time ever. And so she gets on the mic and says, you know what, Charlotte, it's people like me, because of you, we don't get opportunities to be on TV. Now, I don't know, she said something along the lines of, I don't know how much of you is real, or some shot to her like that, and then Charlotte shot back with, the same thing, and it was good, and New Day was standing behind Liv, and they were it was, really funny, and Bayley was kind of backing her, too, and so they had those, the different little things in the background that I thought were kind of funny, and then Buddy Murphy gets to speak, and he speaks as a heel.
Which is funny because he really doesn't ever get on TV.
No. And everybody was like, woo, Buddy Murphy, yeah, let's go. And then when he finally speaks, he's backing up Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Man.
Charlotte and Liv feud coming. Yes, definitely. I can see it coming.
I know. Finally Murphy. But he's backing Shane.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And
so
he's
I guess
backing
he does.
Shane. Anthony,
hello, Anthony.
Stop. Stop.
Stop
it. Stop it. Please send us some, because we'll take. I had to call in today. He was like, you know what? This is not fair. If you're making Fruity Loop shirts, then I want a Stupid O'Clock shirt. And I was like, okay, fine. We'll make it happen. So, we have 2 shirts that we have to make now.
Yeah.
I never liked Murphy. Well, James, you've got problems then. because I liked Murphy.
I think Buddy Murphy's pretty good.
I think he is too. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And I thought he was good. And then he started backing Shane. And now I'm kind of like, hold up, son. What you doing there? That's territory we don't cross. So, like, okay, whatever, James. Thank you. Wasn't supposed to be a compliment. Jeez. So, Buddy Murphy speaks. He's like, well, you know what, Shane? I agree with you. I think Kevin Owens is the problem here. I would love to take him out. Then Apollo Crews gets on the mic and says, you know what, Shane? Everybody here, including myself, we all agree with Kevin. None of us are getting TV time. Whether we want to say it or not, we all agree. This is stupid. And then Zelina and Andrade get on the mic and they yell at him and challenge him to a match for later in the evening. Then Elias speaks. And Elias is like, I think Shane's great. And then the New Day speaks. And halfway through their beautiful speech about how much Shane sucks and, we don't like Kevin Owens, but he has a point, guys. He's got a point. Shane does take up TV time from all of us. And that's a problem. Now, don't like the guy, but he was right. I love that they kept it that way, where they still have beef with him.
Yes.
But they were like, okay, he does have a good point. Shane is dumb. I thought that was good, that they kind of kept the continuity there. And then halfway through their speech, they get cut off because Shane is like, cut their mics. And he was like, oh, guys, I'm so sorry. We're having some technical difficulties here with your microphones, and I'm just so sorry about that. This town hall meeting is over. You all can go away. And then, he's going to start speaking again. But then Cesaro shows up out of nowhere. He's not even a SmackDown superstar. He's from Raw. And he's like, oh, well, I thought that I would be a wild card tonight. That's the first time they have used this term in weeks. Why'd they have to bring it back?
Yeah.
Explain to me. Probably for the purpose of, this was the SmackDown town hall meeting, and, if you're a Raw superstar, it makes no sense as to why.
You're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elias getting TV time, so of course he's going to side with Shane, of
Definitely.
course. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't, yeah. Cesaro shows up, and he says, you know what, I came back because I'm here to, I want another match with Aleister. I want him to pick a fight with me. I love the way he says it. It's, so weird. He says it in, short stops. It's the oddest thing in the world. But, so then, Shane is like, sure, I'll give you the match.
The future.
And then Shane gets in the ring, and he's, speaking, and then the crowd goes nuts, and Shane is like, oh, guys, but Kevin Owens is, thank you, then Kevin Owens is behind him and showed up out of nowhere, and he stunned him, but guys, he didn't stun him the first time. He kicked him and got ready to stun him, but, Shane, went, oh, and, fell to the floor before he ever got stunned. He was trying to sell it, but he didn't get stunned. It was totally messed up, and then, he did end up hitting him with the stunner and then walked out, and I thought that was funny, but they did a great job with editing later on. They totally spliced it together. So
I wonder if they're not with Cesaro, if they're not waiting to see if Sheamus comes back.
Yeah, I would say so. They're trying to put him in the spot where
he still has the bar mouthpiece,
and he does,
he does the bar, sign. So I'm wondering if they're not hoping that Sheamus comes back.
We are the bar.
So I wonder if if they're waiting for that to see if that's actually going to happen. So thinking about this tonight,
This took up 20 minutes of the show.
Is this going to be we've talked about having a new NWO? So is this kind of the beginning of the new NWO?
I don't know. I just hope that Kevin Owens, I hope what they do is Kevin is so later in the evening, Shane is like, Kevin Owens is going to pay. He's going to pay big time. He's going to have a lot of problems on his hand, and it's not going to be good. They are going to have a match. Now, kind of what I want them to do is maybe put a stipulation on that match where if Shane loses, he is done and is no longer in charge. And then maybe there they could kind of bring in Bischoff. Like, Bischoff can be working backstage behind the scenes, but then they bring in Bischoff as, like, an on-screen authority figure.
Yeah.
Not, like, authority figure, though. But they bring him in as that.
That could be something.
If they put that on the line and say, you know, Kevin is like, the only way I will accept this match is if you put your job on the line. If I win, you're done. You're no longer in charge. You never get to come on TV ever again because you are messing this up for all the rest of the superstars who want to be on TV.
Yeah.
I think they should go in that direction to help with build the matchup.
Or Bischoff comes in and is the leader of the NWO.
Huh?
We've talked about a new NWO coming in.
I know, but I don't know. I think it's a fine idea.
Shane
But I
is
think
like the
with what they're doing right
yes,
now,
it is, definitely. NWO Wolfpack to Roman Orton, Cesaro.
I think with what they're doing right now, I think Shane is just gonna get ended. Like, the whole roster doesn't like him. It was kind of shown tonight that people are like, no, Shane, this isn't cool. We don't like you. And you need to go. So, I mean, I guess I can see where Bischoff comes in and is like, okay, well, I'm going to take over these guys. And the people that don't like you, Shane, we're going to have our own little thing. You can have your own little thing. You want to take up TV time? Well, fine. But every time you come out, my dudes are going to come out, and they're going to whoop you upside the head. Because you're here.
Which makes sense.
It does. I like my idea
If
better.
they're going to do the NWO thing.
If they are. I like my idea better, where Shane puts his, everything on the line. And then when Kevin Owens beats the crap out of him at SummerSlam, he's done. And then Eric Bischoff comes in and takes over.
Yeah.
Like, as an on-screen figure.
Yeah.
I mean, because, I think that'd be better. They've made mention of Heyman being,
Did Murphy tweet thanks to Owens? What happens now?
I
don't know.
That's why I didn't understand. I was like, Murphy is siding with Shane?
Yeah.
What? That's funny. No, but I don't know. I just think they need to do something like that, where Shane just kind of lays it all on the line and is like, okay, I'm going to whoop you upside the head, but I'll put my stuff on the line.
Yeah.
Even though you're not going to win, but then Kevin Owens beats him anyways.
Yeah.
I think that'd be interesting, and I think I would love that, because then when Shane loses, I 100% know that Shane's done. For now.
Yeah.
He's done.
Well, we'll see. It doesn't mean you're done.
No, I mean, not like done, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
I know
he's
what
done
you're
as an
saying.
on-screen figure for right
Well,
now.
I know what you're saying.
Because he just needs to go away for a long time.
But see, you spent now 15 minutes talking about it.
Because this segment was 20 minutes and he was a part of it.
I know, but what I'm saying is you talk about him a lot. Maybe if Murphy's face, I might like him.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Me too, James.
So then we have Aleister Black versus Cesaro.
Okay, what I didn't understand about this is literally Cesaro was out there, but then Aleister Black came out first, and then Cesaro had his entrance. I was like, how stupid was that? Because you were literally just out there in the ring. Because you were just talking to Shane. Does that make any sense at all? No, it doesn't. The thing about WWE, if they had a good match like Cesaro and Black, they'd do it again.
I
But
don't
the
like
thing
it.
I don't understand is, like, if they're going to have the same outcome, because I don't see Aleister Black getting beaten for a long time. I think they're going to have a streak for him where, he's just won a series of matches and then they'll probably have him lose some big match. But, I just don't see the need to do it again,
Sometimes
especially if
it's
they were going to do the
Reigns,
same thing.
Usos at Bryan Reigns. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And considering the Usos have no title right now, and
Roman has no title at this moment.
seem to be the Revival are kind of on the
They were siding with Shane.
yeah. So I mean, I could see that happening. That'd be cool. This Aleister Black Cesaro match, I don't know why
It was a good
they
match.
had it. Well, it was a good match, but again, there's no storyline to it. There's nothing to it.
Yeah. The dude from
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that, Shane. Yeah. Good match. Was it necessary? No.
I agree. I don't understand it. If they wanted to do this match again, they should have built up some sort of a
I think if they were going to have a
rivalry or
rematch, it should have
or
happened at
some sort of
SummerSlam.
build it up to SummerSlam. Don't have it like 2 nights after they already wrestled.
And it's like I said, especially if you're just going to have Aleister win again, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
At all.
I didn't think it made sense at all.
So, Aleister won. Good match. Necessary? No. Then we had a Shane and Dolph backstage promo where Shane and Dolph are they're like, oh.
They'll be a tag team, WWE style.
Shane and Dolph backstage are talking about how, we need to get Kevin and blah, 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 blah. And Dolph was like, you know what? If I tell Kevin that he's going to be in the main event of tonight's show against me, maybe he'll come back. And then they were like, oh, well, go ahead. And Shane was like, and I have some unfinished business with him, too. So we're told that if Kevin Owens says yes, that's going to be our main event. Whoop-de-dingle-do. Moving on. We get Liv Morgan versus Charlotte. I thought it was a good match. It was a good showing for Liv.
The thing is they told a story here. At first, when I was sitting there watching the match, I even tweeted out, yeah, well, wonder who's going to win this match. Or Charlotte's going to win this match or something. I tweeted something like that out. And I was like, okay, what is the point of this match? You already know where it's going to go. But with what they did, having Charlotte win, but then having Liv get on the mic and, say Charlotte's right. When I come back, I'm going to be real. I think that was a cool way to do it.
And she didn't even do it on the mic. She just took the guy's headset. I like that.
Gonna see Cesaro and Black have a match every week.
No, let's not do that.
They could do it twice a week.
No.
Do it on Raw and then turn around and do it on SmackDown.
Let's not.
Wish Dolph would just go away.
Me too sometimes, man. Me too.
Well, I tell you, he wasn't whiny today.
He was a little bit in his promo
He
backstage.
really wasn't. Not
he
like
did
he
his,
has been.
No, he did his, it should have been me thing.
Yeah.
Once, but it wasn't like, it should have been me. It was like, it should have been me.
I think Liv's going to get better. I think that
Liv is going to be, I think Liv's going to be given a push.
The start of giving her a push, I think.
I think she's going to go away, have a character change, get new music, hopefully, because she's still using the Riot Squad music. Maybe she'll go back to blonde.
Elijah.
What's up? Wish Liv had won. I think if Liv had won, they couldn't have done what they did. So Charlotte kind of had to win, and now I think Liv's going to disappear for a bit while she does her, I'm going to go and get real, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be real.
Yeah, and I think she might. I mean, based on, just what the match tonight.
I wanted, when she got moved to SmackDown, I was so excited. I was like, Liv in a singles push? I'm so excited. And then they did nothing with her for 4 months, and I was a little bit upset. But now they're pushing her again.
Yeah, I think.
At
least they've made it look like they're going to push her.
Yeah. Well, right now, with the way she left it, it sounds as if she's going to disappear for a bit, go figure out how she needs to become real, and then come back.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. So, yeah. So I'm excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go with her.
So then, right after this, we have another women's match, guys. This never happens. Liv Morgan turned face. Can you consider her heel right now? Because I don't. Going up against Charlotte, she's not a heel. Bada boom, realest girl in the room. Gosh, we don't need it. No, Shane. We don't need her to turn into that. No. There's already enough Enzo.
Live his face.
There's enough Enzo stupidity in the world. We don't need any more. I'm good. I would say Liv is a face right now. I think they could take her off TV and turn her into a major heel. Have her come back, with I'm going to have a new attitude. I'm going to be the baddest. I'm going to beat everybody up. I might be tiny, but I'm a firecracker, you know?
Yeah.
I think they could do that. Because right now I see her as a face. I don't see her as a heel. Since her Riot Squad split, I don't see her as a heel.
No.
Like, and
Definitely
tonight, she wasn't a heel. Charlotte's the heel in this situation.
Yeah,
So, she was face.
definitely.
So I'm excited to see what they do with her. Very excited.
Yes.
So then we have our tag match for the women's division that was, shown and talked about. Sonya and Mandy versus Ember and the partner of her choice. Well, I kind of thought it was going to be Carmella just based upon what they've done in the last several weeks. It was not, so that was good. It ended up being Bayley, which I liked. I thought this was good. Now, fun fact, I did see on Instagram, Sasha was at this event, but she was in the crowd and she was watching it. So it was she was there, like watching it as a fan, which I thought was interesting. So
One word, iconic.
so Sonya and Mandy versus Ember and Bayley. I thought it was a good match. It was kind of a shorter match, but I was okay with that because they did like the thing at the end.
Well, it was a good match. I just don't like the fact that if you're going to keep Sonya and Mandy as a tag team,
No,
no,
they
did
didn't
not,
explain.
Elijah. If they're going to keep Sonya and Mandy as a tag team, having them lose to Ember and Bayley kind of hurts them, I think.
I understand why they did.
And I get why they did things the way they
Based
did.
upon what they did after
But-
Ember and Bayley
But
won.
you're still making one of your tag teams look bad when you lose to, two people you just threw together.
Well, Mandy and Sonya have been beating down Ember for the last, 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And so I guess it makes sense for Ember and Bayley to get the upper hand to kind of throw Sonya and Mandy down because they've been beating down Ember the last several weeks. So I think it was needed, just for Ember's sake. But definitely it makes Sonya and Mandy look weak. So then after this, Bayley gets asked on the mic, she's like, oh, great job tonight, guys. Who will you face next at SummerSlam for the title? And she was like, well, she went through this list of things of like, oh, I want an opponent that is this and that and this other thing and somebody I've never faced before. And then she just kind of stood there and was like, And then she turned and she looked at Ember and was like, And Ember got on the mic and was like, oh yeah, of course. Give me a title shot, I'll take it. And then it's kind of set. So Bayley got to pick her challenger, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. So Ember versus Bayley at SummerSlam. I'm excited. I'm excited for this match. I think it's going to be good. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm more excited about this match than I am for Natalya versus Becky. Because it's not, I don't know.
I don't blame you because when Natalya beats Becky.
I'm not excited for that match, though. I'm more excited to watch Ember versus Bayley.
The thing is,
Then
they're
Becky
giving
versus
people
Natalya.
that haven't been out there in a while, they're giving them an opportunity.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that. Ember versus Bayley, I'm excited for. So.
What's that, a blonde knot in the title?
Anthony, I thought about that, and I talked with Colin about this yesterday. I said, I'm more excited for who fights Natty after Shane. Stop. No, I said that could very well be what they're going to do is I could see them, Natalya as the set opponent up until SummerSlam. And then the day of, somebody attacks Natalya backstage and she can't compete. She's not cleared to compete. And then somebody has to take her spot and that ends up being Sasha. Sasha comes out, huge pop, and then she maybe wins the title. Cause I don't know, man. I get it's in Canada and Natalya is cool in Canada because she's from there. But like I said, to me it just doesn't scream like a super SummerSlam-y match. It doesn't scream high profile.
So there you have it, folks. Somebody's not a true Becky fan.
It just doesn't scream a high profile match for SummerSlam.
You complain because all these people aren't getting a shot. And Becky's always fighting the same people. So now she fights somebody different. And
No,
you're
I'm
like,
talking about, dude, this is like a big pay-per-view, and I understand that. I think Natalya, I mean, I'm fine with Natalya. You know, it's fine. It would suck for Natalya because it's her home country, and that's where they're having the pay-per-view. So I understand why they're giving her the title shot, because
Hart Family is SummerSlam.
it's in Canada. But because it's SummerSlam and it's a huge pay-per-view, I just don't feel like in past SummerSlams that we've had, I feel like this isn't really a huge, high-profile SummerSlam match. Just based on looking at what we've had before.
Yes, nobody has more moments than the Hart Family.
So, I mean, I don't know. That's just like the way I see it. I just don't.
Natalya deserves it. Having said that, I agree.
With my statement that I don't see it as a high,
Look,
based on.
Even the number one Becky fan says Natalya deserves it.
Okay, I got that, James. I get it. Shane agrees with me, right? Right? You're agreeing with me that it's based on other SummerSlams. Looking at it, it doesn't seem like it's a super high-profile SummerSlam match. And there are always big matches at SummerSlam, which is why I think Sasha knocking out Natalya before would be perfection. And then Sasha makes her big return right there and probably takes out Becky, which would suck.
Becky no belts? Oh, yes, they didn't build it right. They got time, though. Yeah, they definitely got time, and I think that's where I think that hopefully they do it right. They build this up. You got to, what? How long is it? 4 weeks? 5 weeks?
It's August
3 weeks?
11th?
Yeah, something like that. It's about a month, so about 4 weeks.
Excuse me.
To build this up. I think that if they build
I'm
it
not
up,
gonna,
I think
like,
it can be good.
I'm not going to trash it, okay? I'm not trashing it. I'm going to give it a chance to see if it could be a good match, because we have to build it up. But I'm just saying, right now, to me, it doesn't feel like a high-profile SummerSlam match. Just looking at it based on, we have nothing here yet, but Natalya versus Becky. It doesn't scream high-profile SummerSlam championship match based on looking at what we've had before. It just doesn't.
I don't know. I think that this is again.
I'm glad they're giving other people. I'm glad they're giving. See, that's what I'm saying. We're not like that far enough in, but like looking at it right off the bat,
Here's
to me,
the
it
problem,
doesn't scream
okay?
like a high-profile SummerSlam match.
Here's the problem with everybody, WWE fans in general. They complain because they always have the same stuff. They complain because it's always the same wrestlers. If you put Sasha in there, did we change anything? No, because she's one of your top stars.
No, but we haven't seen her in months.
Okay, you haven't seen her in months because she chose to like step away.
She did, but when she comes back, it's going to be a big deal.
The thing is if you
and
want to
people
promote,
aren't going to care that she's a huge, one of their huge top stars. Her
okay,
being
but
back
if you want to promote people and you want to start to have other people be promoted and people starting, get other people out there, then you can't complain when they start to have these people.
I agree,
that have
Elijah. It would just be handing the belt to Sasha, which I don't like the fact that they would do that just based upon her saying, "I'm leaving," and then them going, "No, stop. I don't want you to leave. You need to stay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a championship opportunity and you're going to win the title." I don't love that because they did that with the Revival and it wasn't cool. So I don't like that situation, but I just think it's going to be a bigger moment if Sasha returns right there at SummerSlam, takes out Natalya, and then goes and whoops Becky. That's just what I see happening. Because it's a bigger moment than Natalya.
Look on Google.
Huh?
He wants to know where the Fruit Loop font is.
I have no idea.
Look on Google.
Look on Google.
Yeah.
Fruit Loop.
No, not you. I'm telling Shane. Look on Google.
Oh, I thought.
I mean, you can too if you want to, but. Oh, he tried. He couldn't find it. Interesting.
That's setting. It is setting a bad example. I agree with that 100%. I don't think that should be the way it goes down ever. That, somebody threatens to leave to get a championship opportunity. That's not, or like get a big push. Shouldn't be the way it is. But that's just the way WWE has done it previously. And
I'm hoping that the next champion they have, and I would be cool with Natalya having the title for a while. I think that you just have to change some things up. So to get people, when people don't know what's going to happen, I think it makes it more interesting. And when you have a little bit of a mixture in here where, Natalya wins the title, the problem is a lot of times titles are only won at, one of the big pay-per-views. They don't need to do that. You could have, title switching hands at Raw or SmackDown. So, Natalya wins the title at SummerSlam, and maybe, a week later or something, Becky gets it back or whatever they want to go with it. But, the fact that they don't do, if they do that, then I swear I'm sorry. They have to give these other wrestlers opportunities. And with the women's division...
what are they doing right now? They're giving other people opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
not denying that.
But listen to you.
I'm just saying, we're looking at a huge pay-per-view right now.
So let me ask you... So let me ask you this. Okay? Who would you put in this spot to wrestle Becky?
I don't know. I mean, Natalya's like I said, I can't speak, guys. Natalya is a fine choice. Okay, this is in Canada. I understand what we're doing with this, but I just think because of everything that has been said about Sasha coming back, I just see Sasha taking her spot. I just do. Because, like I said, it's going to be a bigger moment.
Well, it might be, but, then all you're saying is your big superstars are going to be the only ones that win anything.
Well, I mean, not necessarily.
Tell me how it's any different.
Becky's your big superstar right now, and if you have Sasha come back, I see her ripping the title right off of Becky.
Okay, and Sasha's a big star.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So?
Well, then Sasha becomes the big star.
I mean...
Because she's the champ, so.
I don't know.
I don't either.
So then we have New Day call out Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. So we're told that Daniel Bryan is supposed to make a huge announcement tonight. Yeah.
We're still waiting.
We're still waiting, guys. We're still waiting. Hasn't happened yet. So Daniel Bryan, they call out Daniel Bryan and are like, hey, you know what? Why don't you guys come out here? You guys can have another championship opportunity if you guys are so upset about losing your tag titles. Daniel Bryan and Rowan comes out. Then they have the mic. They're standing there. They leave. They walk to the back, and I'm like, what is happening? Well, they come back, and it looks like Bryan is crying. Like, his face was all red, and his eyes were red, and, it looked like he was crying. And then he stands there for a minute, and he leaves again, and then he comes back. Still looks like he's crying. And New Day is like, oh, you're not going to come at us, bros? And he just throws the mic, and they walk away. I was like...
What were you
I wanted
like?
to know what his announcement was.
Oh.
So
we're still waiting for the announcement.
What was the announcement, bro?
Yeah.
I kind of want to know. Well, then after that, after Bryan leaves, Joe, good old Samoa Joe, comes out and says that he should get another shot at the title. Him of all people should not be getting a shot at the title. Then Elias, guys, Elias.
205, baby.
Elias Yeah, have you not seen those rumors?
Yeah,
That Daniel Bryan is going to go and
I
be
saw
like
the
the new
rumors.
head of 205 Live because
Yeah.
they think it'll be best for business.
I saw it.
I would be okay with it. It might make me want to watch 205 Live.
Okay, but why?
I don't know.
What are they saying about Daniel Bryan?
Well, I mean, he's good. And I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to take him off your main shows
I don't know if it's kind of an insult.
to put him back on 205
Yeah,
Live,
it kind of is an
where
insult.
nobody watches it.
Well, maybe because he's on 205 Live, people will watch it then.
Why?
Because it's Daniel Bryan.
Okay,
And
so
if that's the only place you can see him, he wants to go there for real wrestling. That would make sense.
that makes sense. I mean,
Because he's tired of all the New Day throwing
but
pancakes.
if he's going to do that, why doesn't he go to NXT?
Because 205 Live is right after, SmackDown.
Well, I get that.
Because then he's got to be on a whole different schedule.
But I
So,
think they
no.
push NXT a little more than 205 Live.
It is a downgrade. I'm not going to lie, it is.
I think it's a downgrade below NXT.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright.
I haven't watched it yet. I saw up until the point where, right before Mike Kanellis had his match. And so I've seen stuff about, like, what's his face? Maverick. But I haven't, like, actually watched the whole thing.
They'll do a Matryoshka job. Let's not say Becky will lose her title, please.
I'm not a Becky trader. Jeez. My gosh, James.
I love
I
205.
say one thing, and he's like, traitor, get the pitchforks.
We'll have to watch it. I love 205 Live.
Yeah, I'm going to finish
it's
watching
just-
it as soon as we're done here, because...
For me, it's time to be able to watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it as soon as
That's the
we're done.
biggest thing. Which is why I don't watch Impact or, anything other than like AEW or WWE right now.
Yeah.
It's just time.
So, anyways, Joe comes out, says, he should get a title shot. And then Elias, of all people, comes out and is like, well, guess what, guys? I should be getting an opportunity because I should. And then Randy Orton comes out and is like, actually, Kofi, I'm going to take your titles and I'm going to use the 3 most destructive letters in the WWE, RKO. And then, Elias or Joe was like, oh, well, why don't if we can't all face, or I think it was Elias, they were like, we can't all face him singly, so why don't we, the 3 of us, take on the 3 of you? And Kofi was like, did you just throw down a 6-man tag match?
James, 205 Live is not terrible.
It's not terrible. It really isn't.
They have good matches in 205 Live.
They really do. Like, some of the best wrestling in WWE
some of the
is
best
on
wrestling
205
in
Live.
WWE is in 205 Live.
It's just, they don't really have, like, they have storylines, but they don't have, like, as many
That's
of
the
them, I
biggest issue
feel.
with 205 Live.
They don't really have too many storylines.
Yeah.
It's a lot of really good wrestling.
Yeah.
There are some storylines, don't get me wrong, because, there's stuff. And I'm far from terrible. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, James, you 205 Live traitor! I'm gonna get the pitchforks now.
I wish that Orton would have turned around and said, I would love to do your 6-man tag, but a real man doesn't need to hide behind his friends.
Yeah, something like that would have been good.
And then he drops a mic and walks back to the dressing room.
Bayley is trending. So they lay down the gauntlet. They're like, oh, did you just say you want to have a 6-man tag match, baby? And then Randy Orton was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I wish he would.
I'm not doing this. And then Kofi was like, oh, you say you're the Viper, but the Viper is all limp now. Blah, 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 blah. And then Randy Orton turned around and was like, no, I'm not. And then walked back to the ring and was like, okay. I don't know. Is Drake Maverick still the GM for 205 Live? Can we consider him the GM?
I could have swore that in the little clip that I heard on the Twitter, that clip that did you see it?
No.
Where he hit the...
I knew about it. You told me about it, but I didn't see it.
I'm pretty sure in that clip, I think they said he was still the GM.
I don't know, man. But I don't see that staying for long. I love Drake Maverick, guys. I don't care what anybody says. Drake Maverick is great. Like, he's great.
Yeah, definitely.
He's awesome. He's, one of my favorite superstars. No women, that's why I said that.
Oh. Got you, James.
No, so 6-man tag match happens, and Rockstar Spud. What? Rockstar Spud? I thought I read that wrong at first. I was like, Rockstar Spud?
Yeah, it says Rockstar Spud.
And then I had to reread it a second time because I thought I said it wrong. Okay, got it. It's a 6-man tag match. Randy Orton, Elias, and Joe end up getting the win after Randy Orton pins Kofi. They're going to have a match at SummerSlam. Thoughts on this?
Yes, I would say probably.
Okay, thoughts on this?
I would say probably. I don't have any thoughts right now because I want to see what they do with it.
Okay. Hello.
Do you like when Bray Wyatt returned yesterday on Raw?
I did.
Definitely.
I get chills. I've watched it 4 times now, and I get chills every single time up and down my arms. I'm like, that is how you do a return. Right there. Like, that was perfection. The crowd was totally, they went nuts.
The only thing I wish they would have done is they would have had him back tonight.
I kind of
done the same thing to
I think it was
somebody
you,
else.
Shane, on Twitter. You said, what if he attacked Randy Orton in the ring? You know, after he like put up all those tweets, you know, where he was like, "I'm sorry that I wronged you." He could have attacked all the different people that he tweeted. I think that would have been awesome if he would have just straight up like Randy Orton would have been there like, "Yes, come at me, bro," and you know, bask in my glory. And then just it went dark, lights went out, and he just killed him.
He can't
Sister
lose.
Abigail'd him. He
cannot-
can't lose his first match.
No, he can't lose his first match.
He's not losing to the Demon Balor.
No.
I saw someone today, I don't remember who it was, but they were like, "Oh, I like the new Bray Wyatt thing, but he's probably just going to lose, because if he's facing Demon Balor, he's probably going to lose." And I was like, up. No, he's not. Because if you've heard the news, Balor's taking time off, and so it makes no sense for him to lose to Balor if Balor's leaving.
Yeah.
To go take time off. So I think he's going to win against the Demon, and that's just facts.
He has to win against the Demon.
That's not a prediction.
I don't think
it's a spoiler.
he has to win.
Yes, perfect spot right there. Boom, mic drop, guys. Perfection. No, so I think he just has to win. Like, it doesn't make any sense for him not to. Hornswoggle lost his title. Yeah, he did. Saw it last night. See Bray Wyatt, the new Bray Wyatt
Is this
shirt.
the Over Club or Original Club? Original Club?
Don't know. Shane, it would have been the perfect spot if they had done that. Like, that would have been perfection. It would have made sense. And, like, they should have had him go after all the people that he had tweeted and was like, "I'm sorry I wronged you.
Yeah.
Sorry I did you wrong, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to wrong you again."
They could do so much with Bray Wyatt and this character that, you know, they could have had him come out tonight as, maybe don't come out as the you know,
The
nightmarish
Fiend.
Bray Wyatt. Have him come
The
out
Fiend.
as
The Fiend. Fiend.
have him come out as the you know, the Mr. Rogers.
Hello, kids.
Oh, I saw what happened last night. I'm
I'm
very
very
disappointed.
sorry
in,
for that.
Yeah.
We did not mean for that to happen, guys.
I mean, they could do
sorry.
so much with him. We'll see where they go with him.
It would be very interesting. Yeah, like written Finn off TV. I think that would be perfect
Yeah.
to do that
Yeah.
because it just makes sense.
Yeah. I agree.
I love the mask too.
I
I've
love
seen
the
a
mask.
lot of
Yeah,
people where
definitely.
they're like, "Oh, well, wouldn't that like scare like kids?"
Okay, Paul Heyman.
Wouldn't that scare kids? And I mean, it. We don't let 7-year-old little sister watch it because it's kind of scary. When he comes on TV, she's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
And so she covers her face, and she doesn't watch it, or she leaves the room or whatever. So yeah, it is kind of scary, but I think ultimately they're going to end up upping the rating to TV 14 as a whole because they're doing a lot of different things that would lead to being a TV 14 show and you can't say you're PG anymore. So, I mean, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I love his mask. I think it totally adds to it. He can't do his character without it.
No, with the whole thing, I think is pretty cool.
I do too. I think it's really cool.
And I think the way he handles himself with the mask on. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds weird.
Those contacts add so much. Like, they're like I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
Yellow and then like just red in the center. It's like perfection. It just makes it look so good.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Just everything as a whole to his character. He cannot do it without the mask. He can't do it without his cool contacts. He can't do it without, I feel like almost he has to have like all of his like dreadlocks like down. Like it just to help add to like the whoo character, Like, yeah, I don't know. He just says there's so many pieces and parts to it that he has to have to make this character look really good that he has right now that they can't take away from him.
Yeah.
And so, I think just kind of have to get over the fact that it's a scary mask. Or don't watch it.
Yeah, cover your eyes.
Or cover your eyes.
Don't be scared of the scary show.
Next we have R-Truth and Carmella. I really like this segment. I thought this was funny.
Yeah.
So Mella's walking down the hallway.
Most of R-Truth segments
they're always good.
They're good.
I shouldn't have to say that because they're always good. But, Mella's walking down the hallway. She's like, Truth, where are you? Because Truth is now the new 24/7, like 10-time 24/7 champ. And she's like, Truth, where are you? Where you at? And Truth is like walking down. He like comes in this way, and Carmella's coming this way, and he's in a washer.
Yeah.
He's in a washer. Like, that's totally not out of place at all. And Mella's like, what are you doing? Like, Truth, seriously. You didn't think people were going to find you? He was like, no. But I'm now stuck, and I need help getting out. So he, like, makes a bunch of noise taking the lid off this thing. And Mella's like, Truth, I know where we can hide you. I've got a perfect place. It's in plain sight, but you're going to have to dress up. And he was like, okay, I'm down for that. And so he, like, he hands the championship to Mella. She starts walking off, and she's like, wait a minute, I got to get out of here. So he, like, stands up, and then the thing just goes splat, splat. And he's like, Truth down, Truth down, Truth down. It was so funny. It was really funny.
Yeah, the crowd was really lazy.
The crowd was really lazy a lot. Guys, the crowd the last 2 days has sucked.
Well, and I don't know what they want.
I don't either. The crowd has, like, literally sucked. Like, did you see Alexa Bliss's tweets? She was, like, just disrespectful. Like, you guys can't...
The PGR is
like,
bad.
that was just not cool. Like, we're out there, like, somebody tweeted something, they were like, okay, you can hate a person. You can, like... crap on them as much as you want to, but like when you start chanting like this is awful during the match when they're like trying their hardest to make it look really good for the people that are supposed to be watching it, like that's just like messed up. And so like she like retweeted that and was like, yeah, disrespectful, not cool, and we're out there all the time and y'all just aren't.
I get that, but it's no different than me going to, a football game or something like that and my team's not playing well and I will get mad or something, and yell that my team sucks and everything else. Mm-hmm. And so it's no different than that.
It really isn't. And I think the crowd did suck. Like, they were chanting
But I think the crowd overall,
like, they were chanting, like, let's go Cena sucks at one point in time during the match.
Yeah.
They were chanting a whole bunch of just, like, obsolete things, like...
I didn't think the Fatal 4-Way
I didn't think it was horrible, but I also didn't think it was great. Like, I thought it was a good match. It just... I don't know. There's like, I don't know. Probably just the 4 people that they put in it. Because we haven't seen any of those guys, like, at all. And, like, it was kind of, like, odd as to why they would be getting a title shot. Why any of them should be getting a title shot, like, right now. So, I kind of understand it from that aspect. Like, nobody was really into it because none of those people have really done anything super important.
I agree. It was too long. It was
too long. I felt like it was it was a fatal 4-way match, so we had to figure that it was going to be long. But it was like really long. People want fresh. Yeah.
I understand that they want fresh. I think the hard part is going to be because people are going to go, well, especially like with this Becky thing. People are going to complain because Becky isn't in the main event match. People will complain because Becky is wrestling Natalya and not Sasha. So
Stop.
I don't know that you're going to make people
That was
happy.
a dig right at me, guys. That was not cool.
So I think that, I sort of agree with Alexa, but I think you also have to be thicker skinned than that, knowing that you are in the public
Alexa's
spotlight.
like that all the time on Twitter.
And
so
you
I
have
don't know
to-
if that's her trying to be a character or if it's her her actually. Like some guys, they literally stick to their wrestling character on Twitter, like Becky. She doesn't post like personal stuff,
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't do that. She doesn't do things that are like out of the ordinary of her character on Twitter. But like other people like Charlotte and Alexa and people like that, like they do. So I don't know if that's coming from her character or if that is literally coming from her and she's just like, well, that was just plain disrespectful and you guys literally suck because you're chanting this is awful during our match that we worked really hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that sucks.
Yeah, that's the
that
funny...
you have the crowd chanting this is awful and we don't like this when you've tried to make it look really good and
Again, you
make
have to
people
you
like
have to
it.
be you have to be thicker skinned
You
than,
do.
than
You do.
than that, and just understand that you're going to face sometimes where people are going to do that, and it's going to happen.
Again,
And
it's
going out and complaining about it.
They
The
do
problem
that 'cause
is,
y'all don't know.
well, here's the deal. She goes back to Long Island, and they have, she wrestles there again. Guess what's probably going to happen? She's probably going to get it about 10 times worse.
Probably. And
Anybody
after Nikki
that's-
got on the mic, like Alexa, the crowd started chanting, "Alexa sucks." This, Alexa sucks. Alexa sucks.
Yeah.
Because Nikki got on the mic and was like, "Oh, you guys need to cheer Alexa." So that was fine. Because Nikki kind of got the crowd to do that.
Well, Nikki did a good job of...
She really did. I think Nikki stole
again,
the show of that whole segment.
Again, I don't know if it was planned or if it was like...
I think
If
that
she
was...
looked at it and saw what was happening,
I think
and
that
she went
was...
and grabbed the mic and like got people to act... Because here's my thoughts. She may have seen that people were like sitting on their hands and saying nothing. And so she went over, got on the mic, and tried to stir him up a little bit. And I think she did a good job of doing that.
I did too.
Now, Anthony, the fans wanted more women wrestling.
Jeez, James. Make up your mind here. Becky deserves better than Natty. Just changed my mind.
Well, then we could go that all night long. We could say, okay, so Becky loses to Sasha. And then we go, well, Sasha deserves better than Natty, so it should be Sasha and Becky again. I mean, and I agree, Anthony, that the fans wanted more women wrestling, and now they don't want to see it. I agree, 100%. You have the opportunity to see the women wrestle.
I think
Then you better let them put on a show and do their stuff so people can see it.
I think there needs to be a happy medium because with this match, people are like, okay, we want matches that are longer than 5 minutes. Okay? Longer than 5 minutes is fine. I'm cool with like a 10, maybe 15-minute women's match. That's cool. That's like a good time frame for something. With people who aren't super out there and that are super relevant right now, I think that's a good time frame. Going like 20, 25, 30 minutes with people you don't see all the time that you don't necessarily like as much isn't great.
Okay, but this wasn't just a normal match. This was to see who was going to
No,
wrestle for the championship.
I understand that. I got that 100%. I get it. It should have been a longer match because it was a fatal four-way. You had 4 people in the match, and it was an elimination match, and we were trying to decide who was to fight Becky. I got that.
Yeah.
The thing is, they need to find a happy medium with their more mid-card superstars,
Well,
I guess.
I get that, but you also have to realize
To where
that
it's not super long, but it isn't super short
they
either.
haven't used the mid-card wrestlers.
No, they
until
haven't.
just,
And
like,
that's
the
what I'm
last 2
saying. Why the
days.
fans, I don't think they were into it because it was Natalya, Naomi, Carmella from SmackDown, and Alexa, who's been beaten by Bayley twice at this point, and we don't understand why she's been put in this match to begin with.
All right, I mean, whatever.
That's
I mean,
the way I saw that. Because when
don't-
I first saw this match, and I first saw it posted all over Twitter, and this was who we had to choose from for, who's going to face Becky, I was like, that doesn't super draw my interest.
Well, the only person that's going to draw your interest is Sasha.
What are you even talking about right now?
What do you mean, what am I talking? You said that doesn't draw my interest.
Yeah, it doesn't draw my
So
interest.
what draws your interest?
Those 4 people right there to choose from off the bat,
So
like
what draws your
the
interest?
night after. I don't know what draws my interest.
Nobody.
But listen to me for a second.
Am I wrong on this?
No. Okay.
Any of you in the chat, am I wrong on this? Listen to this. She's talking about that didn't draw her interest. Where are you going to go?
That match right there, off the bat, looking at it, I was like, okay. My logical thinking here would be Alexa wins, which would suck because Alexa literally just lost to Bayley 2 pay-per-views in a row, and why is she getting another championship opportunity? Makes no sense. At all. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. Because she just lost.
WWE doesn't take wins and losses, though.
Then, okay, I got that. I know that. But looking at it makes no sense to a fan. Makes no sense. Then you have Natalya, Naomi, and Carmella from SmackDown. Like, because they haven't used those women, it doesn't draw my interest to the match to figure out who Becky's opponent is going to be. I don't like the fact that they choose Becky's opponent the night after the last pay-per-view. Like, we have like 4 weeks or something till the next pay-per-view. Like, I don't really think it was necessary to have her opponent chosen the night after the pay-per-view.
I think the whole idea behind it is to build something.
I mean, I get that. I understand that. But I just don't think, looking at it, like, that's like real soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole idea
I feel like another week would have been cool. And then they had chosen somebody. Like, I would have been cool with that.
I know.
Yeah, they want to give everybody
sense.
a chance, and then they boo them.
Which,
yeah, I know. It's messed up.
you can't have it both ways.
You can't have it both ways. I know.
I mean, you can't sit there and go, well, I didn't like these 4 that were in this match. You know, we haven't seen several of them, you know, much, and now we're seeing them here, but I didn't want to see them. I don't know. So then we have the Women's Tag Team Championship match.
Guys, this was stupid, okay? This this made me mad.
No, it didn't make me mad.
I did not like this at all,
I
okay?
loved it.
I understand what they did, and they're going to have their match at SummerSlam,
Yep.
but this was stupid.
Why?
I hate the Iconics.
Okay.
They need to take the belts off of them. They made me hate them. I got that. Yeah.
The Iconics
Storyline
did their
business.
job.
I understand that. Yeah, whatever.
But
this was stupid.
Their job.
This was stupid. Why have this match in the first place? You just took up, I don't know how long of the show, with this stupid thing where everybody wants the titles put on the Kabuki Warriors because we're done with the Iconics. I'm done with the Iconics. I don't want to see them as champ again. And that's just the way it needs to be. They don't need to be champs
And now,
again.
guess what? You're going to watch SummerSlam. You're going to be cheering for the Kabuki Warriors.
And they're going to win.
And, well, they might.
They're going to win.
Probably
They
will.
better win the championships at SummerSlam. Otherwise, I'm done with the women's tag division. And it can just go in the dirt. And I don't care anymore.
They did the right thing here. They didn't give it away right now.
I think they need
I think they're
to
dead
give,
right now, but I think
they need to give the titles to somebody else right now.
They're dead right now, but I think they could bring them back, and I think there's ways to do it, and I think that this was a good way to at least to start to do it.
I didn't like this at all because it was just dumb. Like,
well, okay, so you give it to the Kabuki Warriors right now. Who are they going to wrestle?
I don't know, but anybody having
Again,
the
you don't
championships
know.
on anybody but the Iconics is fine at this point. The Iconics have done they haven't done anything with the championships on the Iconics. I am done with them being champs. They need to take them off of them ASAP. Because this is stupid. The tag division is ridiculous.
Okay, but this is the way they built the Iconics characters. I agree the tag division is stupid, but that's because WWE has done some dumb stuff with it. It's not because they're terrible. It's not because of anything they've done. I think what they did tonight was awesome. And, a lot of people may not like it, but what they did tonight I thought was pretty cool. So obviously it ends after the Iconics get counted out on purpose. And then we have Andrade versus Apollo Crews.
Meh of a match. I mean, it was a good match.
What do you want?
I don't know. It was a good match. I'm in a bad mood now because we talked about this stupid icon.
Becky is triple digits holding the title at day 100 and counting.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know
saw
what
that
you'd
today.
want. I mean, they did everything. You know, Andrade, Apollo Crews. I think they're bringing out some wrestlers they haven't seen. So
Yeah.
they've done a good job with it.
I thought this was good.
So, I don't know.
Thought
I
it
don't
was
understand
good.
why Andrade lost, but all right. Yeah, I don't understand why he lost either. Other than the fact, I don't know. When was the last time we saw Apollo Crews?
Like a couple
Maven's temp is...
weeks ago. I don't know, man. The tag division is a joke. And it's stupid.
I think it's iconic.
I don't.
Shane thinks it's iconic.
I think the Iconics needed to drop the titles like tonight. And then at SummerSlam, I don't care what we do with them, but the Iconics need to not be champs
Temper.
ever again. Because this was dumb. Like, I was like,
She's still talking about it.
cool.
I'm
you
talking
know?
about Andrade and Apollo Crews.
Kabuki
And
Warriors.
she's still talking about the Iconics.
Kabuki Warriors are going to be the new tag champs.
So let me
because
ask you
makes
this.
Sense. This
Did-
was stupid.
Did,
I know, we get that this week on Apollo gets to wrestle 2 days in a row.
Did-
Even though it's pre-taped. We know that's pre-taped.
Did the Iconics do their job?
They made me angry. Yeah, they did their job.
They did their
I
job.
get it. That's what they do. I
Yes.
get that. I understand that. But I'm like mad. Like I don't want to. Like I literally don't want to see them as champs ever again for anything.
I told you the only reason I
Like
don't,
this is stupid. They've held the championships for the last 4 months and they haven't done crap with them. They haven't done anything.
It does-
nothing at all.
exactly, Shane.
Nothing.
It fits the Iconic profile.
It fits the Iconics profile. I got that. They're sleazy little slime bags. I got it. They're going to get counted out. I mean, I don't know. They're like fine in the ring. They're no
they're still the
Charlotte.
same size as before, but yeah.
But, bro, did you just see that? I just made a comparison to Charlotte, guys. That never happened. I was like real excited to see Charlotte tonight, guys. I missed her. It was nice to see her on TV. Just saying. Just thought I'd put that out there. James is going to kill me, but that's A-okay. He's already shunned me because I apparently don't like Becky anymore. But, you know, whatevs. So, this made me absolutely mad, and I'm like, I'm just done with the tag division as a whole. Like, they need to, like, give it a facelift with the Iconics away from it because this is stupid. Like, they never should have taken the championships off of Sasha and Bayley in the first place. Then Sasha would have never disappeared. Good job, WWE. You just made her disappear because you're stupid. And then, like, whatever, James. And then, like, Iconics would have never been tag champs, and that would be awesome.
Are you done ranting?
Maybe. I don't know. We might come back to this. We'll see. Oh, guys, while I'm looking at this, I just saw a picture of Ali. There was a thing in there in between something where it was Ali and Nakamura, and they had kind of a stare down, and he was like, oh, congratulations, champ. He's going to fight for the IC title, and I'm kind of excited for it because Ali is another one who should have gotten a push a long time ago. I wish
Shirt's almost done.
I wish they would be pushing him against Kofi for the title at SummerSlam, but, you know, Randy Orton is fine too, I guess, whatever. So, that's fine. But I think, you know, Ali, before Kofi's title reign is done, which I think it's probably going to end at SummerSlam, I wish they would have had Kofi face Ali once for the title, just to kind of make things come full circle for him.
He should have been in Dolph's
He should have been in Dolph's spot. He should have.
It should have been me.
It should have been him.
Yeah.
Because Dolph, what did you do? You did nothing. Yeah, slime bags. They're a bunch of slime bags.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad we're going to have that match.
Guys, I was
think it'd
just
be a good
looking at
match,
the women's
too.
roster.
I think it'd be a good match.
I was just looking at the women's roster.
And I'm not a huge Nakamura fan, so...
I was just looking at the women's roster for, you know, Raw and SmackDown, and, like, 99.9% of them are injured. Alicia Fox, she's off, you know.
James said you're welcome.
Thanks. Alicia Fox is off, you know, getting help and stuff. Brie doesn't wrestle anymore. Dana Brooke is wrestling on main event. Lacey is who knows where. She can't face Becky, though. We have Naomi, Natalia. Nia Jax is out with an injury. Nikki can't wrestle anymore. Nikki Cross, she's with Alexa doing stupidity. Ronda's not there anymore. Ruby's out with an injury. Sarah Logan is on main event. Sasha's out right now. Tamina's out with an injury right now. She has a concussion.
So your the roster is very slim.
Let's see. SmackDown Live here. Asuka's in a tag team. Bayley's champ. Billie Kay is a tag team champion. Charlotte is doing whatever. Carmella's doing whatever. Ember's facing Bayley. Kyrie's a part of a tag team. Lana, no. Liv Morgan, she's disappearing for a bit to get a push. Mandy isn't doing the tag team thing with Sonya. Maurice is not wrestling right now. Mickie James is injured. Paige can't wrestle. Peyton is part of a tag team. Sonya Deville
Definitely, James.
is part of a tag team. And then we have Zelina Vega.
So you're limited on, so, I mean, you sit here and
I
say,
mean,
well,
I
they
get
shouldn't
it.
be doing
We're
that, so
limited.
you're limited on what you have.
We are really limited on what we have. I don't know.
So then, to end the show, we have KO versus Dolph. I would not be shocked to see Ronda coming back. That would not
I
shock
wouldn't
me.
either. It might help. I hate to say that, but it might help. It also might not help. Might not do anything. Who knows?
I think they should just put the women all in one show.
What do you mean?
Like, have all the women on one show. Either SmackDown or Raw.
Well, it doesn't really matter where they put them because they have them go on both brands.
Well, I
way.
get that, but if you're going to do it, just have them on one of the shows. Because you don't have enough of the women to be spread out over 2 different shows.
I don't know, man. Don't know. So, it's coming.
It should. I think they need to. Or have their own show. I mean, them having their own show wouldn't be so bad.
No. But I still would miss seeing them on Raw and SmackDown because I feel like just having the women's segment is good.
Maybe show Queen Becky some respect. Becky's straight.
James.
Oh, that's funny.
I think I'm going to make a t-shirt that says Maven Trader. And I'm going to send it to you, James. And you can wear that shirt every day. Because that's what you are right now. You are a Maven Trader.
James would, but he only wears Becky stuff.
Well, I don't really care. I'll tape it on the back.
Maybe you could put Becky's number one fan.
And then Maven Trader in the back.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to do.
He'd wear it then.
All right, James.
Of course, he'd have his jacket on over the shirt so nobody would get to see the back of it.
Whatever. I'm making a Maven Trader shirt. And if you cross me, well, guess what? You're a Maven Trader. James, that's you. You get a t-shirt, and you get a t-shirt, and you get a t-shirt. Oh, gosh. We've got great ideas for merch.
Yeah.
We got, Shane's Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Colin's Stupid O'Clock.
Yeah.
We got, Maven Trader.
Yep.
We have a lot. We're walking salesmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we need to just get on it, get shirts made, and start selling them.
I bet everybody would buy one.
Yeah, everybody would buy
right?
one.
Right? James would buy a Maven Trader shirt. Totally, 100%. I bet he would. So this match ends up ending in no winner after superstars come down to the ring with Shane. A bunch of superstars, including Buddy Murphy and AOP, guys. AOP. They come with him. I was a little bit upset by that.
Who was that?
Tag team. AOP.
Yeah, who was that?
AOP.
Say it one more time.
AOP. Authors of Pain.
I know.
AOP.
I know.
Yeah. We just double checking this?
No, I was just you were like, AOP.
AOP.
AOP!
Guys.
So I just want to make sure,
AOP. They came down too. We were talking about them last night. How funny is that they were on SmackDown today? It's because we all can see the future. The future is not Buddy Murphy. Anyways.
It's Eddie Murphy.
No, I said Buddy Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Nobody wants to see Ronda again. It's Becky's world. We must live in it.
I mean, I'd kind of be... James, you're going to kill me again. See, this is why he's like, you traitor. I would be okay with seeing Ronda versus Becky in a singles match. The match that we never got to have. Because I'd just love to see it. And I'd love to see Becky just demolish her in a singles match. Are you guys delirious?
AOP should go back to NXT. There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people that should go back to NXT. Lacey.
Well, not because of the wrestling.
Had to clear my throat there. AOP would be okay. Going back to NXT, maybe. Because they, really haven't been built up on the main roster, and we haven't seen them except for, tonight. So we think them going back to NXT would be fine.
Yeah.
Just to rebuild themselves. Viking Raiders going back to NXT would be nice to rebuild themselves. Because right now, they're kind of a joke.
Maybe they go back to being the War Raiders.
Maybe they go back down to NXT and they're the War Raiders, and then they come back up and they're the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Weird. Or the Viking Experience.
Yes.
Horrible name. Can't even believe. Not my greatest, but check my Twitter. I will. We will check it. This ended with no winner. Maybe if
it says
Becky
Becky.
too. It ended up no winner because Superstars came down and surrounded the ring, and then people ran after. People ran after.
Kidding, it's hot fire.
Fandom of the random.
Want to say Raiders? Change the name and stop giving them jobbers easy. I agree.
Look at the t-shirt.
That's funny.
I want one.
That is pretty good.
Per request. Shane.
Yes,
that's
definitely
awesome.
KO is Stone Cold Part 2. I agree.
And
he's doing a good job of it, I think.
I do too. He's really over.
Yeah.
So over, it's
Yes.
not even funny. So, Superstars surround the ring, and they all chase KO out of the building after KO stuns Shane McMahon for a second time, but this time it wasn't botched, so that was good.
Yeah.
So that was really good.
Yes. It was good.
It was good. I have to agree with you that he is the Stone Cold. Now, James, see, finally we agree on something.
Good job, James.
Thought you were a cool guy until you turned on me. Can't believe you. Can't believe you turned on me. And don't say it's because I turned on Becky, because I will never turn my back on Becky. Never, ever, ever. You fool.
All right. I think with that, we're going to end the show. We'll be back tomorrow night with NXT, even though it is pre-tape. Huh?
Tomorrow is Adam Cole Baby defends his championship against probably some jobber dude.
Yeah, probably.
I could assume. And we get to see Kushida versus Apollo Crews, I think.
Yes.
And we get to see, I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Because as far as I know, that's it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Killian Dane. Anybody else excited for Killian Dane to show up on NXT?
Yes.
Because I'm real excited.
Excited.
I'm just saying.
NXT, NXT, NXT.
I'm really excited, guys. Let me look. Let me see what's supposed to be on NXT while we decide if we're, looking forward to Killian Dane.
Yeah.
Because Killian Dane. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. You guys have no idea.
Did you find anything?
I'm gotta scroll down a little bit because it's further down the list here. Give me a minute.
All right, hurry up.
I am. Give
You're
me a
not
second.
moving fast enough.
Okay. I am. So I've heard that Drake Maverick is snapped, and I'm really excited to see it. NXT champion Adam Cole.
Did any of you see Drake Maverick snap tonight?
I haven't seen it yet.
Some people probably did.
I haven't seen it yet.
Quiet type for Takeover.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to as soon as we're done here. But I've seen photos of him on Twitter,
It was funny.
standing over.
Yeah, it was funny. When you did.
Kanellis. So I'm.
Hope you know. I know you're a Becky fan, just having fun, but
James, whatever. I hope you know. I know you're a Becky fan, just having fun. But
yeah,
I am the true Becky fan here.
I knew that's where you got it
Whatever. Anyways, Apollo Landing is what they call this. Crews next to take on the Kushida Challenge. First round
from.
finale.
Hulk Hogan coming back.
Oh boy. Bronson Reed collides with Dexter Loomis in the first round finale. And the original Bro squares off with Arturo Ruas. Probably butchered that. And then what's next for the Sultans of Swag?
Where
I'm excited.
Are you?
Stop it. Aswila? I don't know how you pronounce it, man.
Awesome show, guys. Hey, thanks, James. We will
I
be
don't
back
know how
tomorrow
to
night.
pronounce 99.9% of the guys on NXT.
We will have NXT, NXT UK.
Just saying.
And then we will be back again next Monday.
I butcher names. That should be a t-shirt too.
Butcher names. I butcher names. Yeah, like Godzilla.
Got it.
We will be back again tomorrow night. For everybody that was in the chat, thank you.
Yeah.
We had a couple new people in here.
Yeah, we had a new
tonight.
record of how many people we've had in here.
So thanks for stopping in.
That was cool.
Tell all your friends about us. Subscribe. Hit the little bell so you know when we go live.
We always love when you guys come in the chat because it's so much fun. All
We
the
love all
great
you guys.
conversations.
Yeah. Take care. We will see you tomorrow night.
Peace out.
Peace out.